Good morning, T-Wolves! Mr. Quinton here with what we did for Thursday, April 22nd, 2021. All right, folks, so we are continuing our discussion of all things types of economies, getting ready for our test next week and our quiz tomorrow. So let's take a look here at what we've got going on. If we are pretending like we're first period as usual, you'll go to your particular period, head on down to quarter four, jump on into April 29th, week of April 29th, and then go to Thursday. You will see that, yes, that economics Quizlet is still there, folks. I want you studying that economic Quizlet. You need to make sure you're getting in there and seeing that stuff. But today, we are going to be doing a product development assignment. Yes, folks, this is daily work. It's not for points, but this stuff is going to be really important for you for tests and quizzes. Oh, and that's right, there's a quiz tomorrow. So, follow the instructions in the Google Doc to complete this daily work assignment, all right? Notice, you may work in groups of up to 3. My friends who are coming to this later on, if you are able to coordinate with someone on this, that's fine. If not, this is easily done by yourself as well. If you are working in a group, that's totally fine. You're working in a group, so you can totally have the same answers, but everybody has to submit something. So don't just throw everything on one and then expect to get credit for it, okay? Make sure you're filling out yours as well. So let's take a look here. You're going to choose one of the following products below, all right? You are going to choose the Cheetos, the Tesla, the PS5, or the AirPods, and you are then going to answer the questions below to determine how each economic system might develop your chosen product. So, if you choose Cheetos, how would a command economic system decide what to produce, how to produce it, and who will consume it? So, if they decided to do Cheetos, what would that process look like? How would they do that? In a market or free enterprise economic system, okay? So tell me how a market economy would do that. How would a traditional economy decide what to produce if they decided to do Cheetos or a Tesla? Could they even? How does a mixed economic system decide what to produce, right? So you're just looking at how each economic system would answer the 3 questions, right? What to produce, how to produce it, who will consume it, based on whatever product you're choosing. If you are a pre-AP GT class, your extension is to decide, in your opinion, which economic system is the best for your selected product. Now, what's that going to look like? Well, I'm going to pretend that we're doing a Tesla, okay? And so you can see here that I have written it out such that if in a command economy would see the government making all the decisions. If they chose to make the Tesla, they would then decide who would be responsible for mining the ore to make the metal, getting the oil and other petroleum products to make the plastics and the gasoline for the car, and all other related resource decisions. The government would then decide who would work from which sectors on getting the car developed and built, and would most likely export the Tesla to other countries, since most people in this country would not be able to afford one. Because generally, when you have a command economy, the government decides who gets to buy these things, and it's usually not their own people. So there's no consumption really in a command economy the same way you see it in other ones. And so again, if we move forward in a market-free enterprise, you can see now that there's a slight difference here. Don't worry, folks. I'll give you a moment to pause it so you can see the difference. Pause. Hopefully now you've unpaused. And then again, you're going to look here and see how it would look in a traditional economic system. Now you'll note here that I made a slight change because in a traditional economy, they may not be able to make an actual Tesla, but they might be able to, say, provide the leather. Like if they were a cattle raising culture, and it was their custom and their tradition to raise cattle and pass that down from generation to generation, then maybe they might be able to make the leather products that would go into the seats and how they would do that. So it's still wrapped around the idea of the Tesla, but from their perspective. Finally, how a mixed economy would do the very same thing. How would they develop a Tesla? What would they do? And you'll notice that I even made a point of saying that it would be pretty similar to what would happen in a market or free enterprise economic system, but that there is some government involvement. Folks, it's okay to think about those kinds of things in that way. And finally, I said that I believe that the mixed economic system is best because it still encourages profits without too much government interference. And this, of course, would only apply, again, if you are a pre-AP GT class. So this is what we're doing here. Make sure to give you all a moment to be able to pause down there as well. Get this submitted. You can work by yourself. You can work in a group of up to 3. And this is due at 11:59, so I hope you get it in there. Remember, again, this is daily work, so it's not for points, but this is stuff that's going to be on the test. So if you need me, send me that note in school. Just send me that email. Other than that, I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Mr. Quinton.